The 2014 UWEZO survey, the fifth so far, covered 28 districts across the country with 28,147 pupils involved from 17,340 households. According to the study, 63% of pupils attended early childhood education and went on to join primary education compared to 51% who did not. The researchers say that this is a worrying statistic given the importance of early childhood development in a child's education journey.
There's a very gap between the provision in rural areas and urban areas. So there is a very, very huge gap. So you're talking about over 50% of children in urban areas actually having at least access to preschool, as compared to less than 20% in the rural areas. So there's also that variation that private sector cannot reach everywhere. It's only government which can reach everywhere.
This is attributed to government's lackluster approach and the failure to play a lead role in nursery education.
So you find that most of the facilities that are there, they're actually on, not even most, all of them, they're really in the hands of the private sector or faith-based organizations. And the government has very limited capacity to scrutinize what goes on into those schools.
We are discussing, but we also worry of the cost implications. That is why you don't want to rush into it.
The researchers say the importance of a good nursery education in child development cannot be overemphasized.
If, for example, you consider our assessments of literacy, a child who had at least a year or 2 years of preschool before they went into primary, they're almost 3 times more likely to be able to read, to acquire the reading competencies at the right time than their counterparts who never went to our childhood education. So what we're saying here, sending children to preschool is not a luxury.
The UWEZO series of studies have also found that pupils who miss out on early childhood education are more likely to start primary level education late. This has an implication on retention and has been blamed for the high dropout rates of pupils not completing primary 7. According to the report, in 2013, 58.3% of pupils started primary education late, with 9 to 12% of them repeating classes, while only 32.1% sat the final primary 7 examinations. Now, with such figures, UWEZO is calling for a review of the primary education cycle with a view to revisit the proposal to reduce it to 6 years to check the high dropout rate.
Not mechanically, by weighing what you want to teach and how long it is going to take, what you want the children to learn. Just by reducing 1 year, you are retaining a lot of children in school, because there are quite a number of children who drop out.
We may be having issues regarding retention. We may be having issues regarding dropout and the learning outcomes. But I think the solution doesn't lie in reduction of the duration of the cycle. I would be looking at interventions that will help us keep learners in school.
According to the new report, the Eastern region has the least attainment of education outcomes at the primary level.
In the Central here, you'll find that at least 41% of the children are able, they're competent, they can read. In the East, it's only 21%. So it's a gap of 20%, and that is really not acceptable at all. We must ensure that the education system is equalized, that irrespective of where you are assured of getting a quality education.